Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Niner defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Fields now to throw. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Purdy now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Here we go. Move 58, move 58, cut. Chip slip. Hey, Ken.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target, that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Third down and 1.
Here we go.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Montgomery. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's complete. It's Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first. And he coughed it up! But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Fields. Pass complete. David Montgomery the target. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Evans comes in motion right. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Still on his feet. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Nice instruction. Hey.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now he's free at the 35. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 16-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Mike Evans from a yard out. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
That's 100% my fault. I didn't think he was gonna stop and throw that bitch like that. That's on me. That's the second one I gave him. The second one I gave him. Damn, Jordan. Second one you gave him.
Within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
That nigga don't get blocked. Like, that's not my fault. That nigga didn't get blocked.
Jumping on him. Good boy.
It's not my
This is
fault.
so big next to her, so she is kind of keeping him wrapped around her so that she has control of him to keep his bolt straight.
On this play coming
Puts
up.
in.
Purdy now to throw.
Good boy, Wally.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Good boy, Wally.
That nigga Christian gonna get it done, bro. Every time. He gonna get that shit done.
Here we go.
Have a first down.
He's a little unbalanced, you know, as of yesterday when he was walking around. That's the only thing he just looked like he was a little, you know, didn't know what to do with like the shifting weight on his back. But other than that,
Second and 12.
forward motion.
This defense is at its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Purdy looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd and 2. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right.
We can take it to the next quarter. No rush needed. We're good. Up. I got 3. We're good. We're good. We're going to take this next one in the next quarter.
On this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Evans on the slant. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
See, that's high IQ right there. I just made him use a timeout. I forced him to use a timeout. I don't even care if I get this or not. I don't even care if I get it or not. Oh, we good. We good.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
Old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one.
Good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Fields now to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
Back to throw, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
Bro, I ain't mean to do that, bro. He had got me stuck on the defensive line. Man, I ain't mean to do that.
Stay tuned for his first canner.
70% or better 2 weeks in a row. You have a job as long as you want to win this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's playing right on the field as well.
That is right, Mama. Why is he looking at me? Girl, he looking at you. I thought he was looking at me. Shit, I can't tell. He looking at me.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Newhouse. And the 49ers are going to take over.
Bro.
Neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you don't know what game all the way around. You make a big play like that, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Play action. Now Purdy. Going for the deep ball. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about the interception, but playing this way is what got him this league. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Purdy from the gun on third down. And a throw incomplete.
Damn, that's on me. I had what I wanted on the other side, too. I was being greedy.
They're going for more.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
That's inside the 20.
And they won't get a chance to
All right, on 23. I'll take that.
back near their own 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive in a relatively quick manner. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball, receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now Fields.
He broke on that. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that because he broke on that very well.
Now it's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15.
That's how niggas score on me, bro. That's how niggas be scoring on me. Just to throw it up and pray. That's fucking insane. If he was smart, he would kick it out of bounds.
zone. And not what he was
Damn.
when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
He's got it in. Complete. He's to the 15.
Like, man does not scare me. Man don't scare me at all. It don't. If you gonna blitz me the whole time, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day, bro. It's gonna be a long day.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son.
All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete.
I read that. That's the crazy part. I read that.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. How that great work in practice being put into the game.
Game over with.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Game over with.
Extra point by Fields. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Game over with.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. This one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
You only got one timeout, big dog.
Two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the moment of play call,
Shit over with, dog. Either you gonna call this timeout or I'm gonna take this knee. I'm perfectly comfortable with hitting the field goal from right here. Perfectly comfortable.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the lead. The Texans going to settle for their 3rd and final timeout. Just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Go ahead and get this dub, bro. This dub's
And now whistles and a flag.
Like it was gonna happen either way, bro. Like
Do not trespass on my property to come take pictures of my animals. I love that y'all love animals. I love that you love my animals. But
GG's to him, man. GG's to him.